The day has come. You've seen the unboxing video. Now it's time to do the installation video, right? What you need is that, first of all, the carbon fiber wing from TS Clay. It comes with this 3M double-sided tape because it comes with like that. You have to apply your own 3M tape because they supply it. It is a genuine 3M tape, I believe. Comes in all Chinese, right? It comes with this right here, the promoter, and that's pretty much it. So what I added is that I noticed that when I received the spoiler, the back part is rough, like really rough. So I went ahead to my local Walmart or Home Depot or Lowe's, whatever you guys located, buy this exactly one right here. 3M all-purpose extra fine, right? Sandpaper. Sponge is a sponge sanding paper, right? I also got me Scotch 3M tape, right? The reason why I am gonna use this because also I bought a painter tape, which is also a 3M, not those cheap brand, due to the fact that will stick more, and this will stick better. And I will tell you exactly where to apply this once the wing's on. Also, those of you that doesn't have this, you definitely need this to clean up your car from all the debris, grease, whatever that you cannot see with your naked eye, all right? But those of you that have this, I prefer to use this so you don't have to make your microfiber towel dirty and so on. So I use this, okay? I use this on the car, on the carbon fiber wing and everything else. Now I'm gonna show you exactly the process how to do this because I kind of like pre-prepped it, the car. If you can see, I already pretty much sanded most of it, right? So literally my spoiler, my spoiler is pretty much smooth already. You can see that right there, that I still need to touch up. This is still rough, but when I got this spoiler from them, is that this was more rough than you can think of, right? So all this right here, it was rough, but now I can run my finger. It feels much smoother, especially on the edge here. Also, kind of rough. Definitely kind of rough, but then I sand it down, it's smooth. Okay. When you sand it down, as you can see, right, it's become white. What I wipe it down with is that I took out one of this thing, I wipe it down all the way across, so pretty much clean. I can literally just install this right now, but I want to sand it down one more time, install the double-sided tape, and go ahead and apply it to the car. All right, as you can see, I already pre-prepped it. So without further ado, let's get going. So as you can see, I already sand it down, right? But by the way, it took me like 4 different times, sand it down, wipe it down, sand it down, wipe it down, right, to get to this process. But I can see right here, this is all smooth, but right here, it's kind of rough, right? So I'm gonna go ahead, use this. This is how you use this, by the way, since it's sponge, right? You literally just put it against it like that, and go back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. As you're doing this, you already know what you're gonna create, which is smoother. And the reason why I'm doing this is that this is not an OEM carbon fiber spoiler. From all the nightmare story out there, I hear that once you take off this thing right here from your trunk, some of the carbon fiber spoiler are rough. So if you don't do this, it will scratch your trunk. And on top of it, if you don't do this, when you apply the 3M double-sided tape, it will not be evenly. So that's why most people have gap. You will always have gap whether it's an OEM spoiler or not. But this at least create an evenly smooth texture all the way across, and on top of it, it will make it better toward the 3M application status, right? So basically, I'm just gonna do this, keep on repeating, and I'll tell you, and I'm gonna shoot it again when I wipe it down for you, okay? So stay tuned for that. So that's how it looks like, much smoother, right? All that been sand down, and I use the alcohol, pour it in this tissue, and that's how it looks like. See how dirty that is? So now this is all fully prepped, right? And ready for the installation. Finally open this thing right here. That's how it looks like. I just put them right there, goes through it, right? This is a good, perfect alcohol wipes. I use it for everything else. So that's clean. Just use the same thing. Like, you know, these things get big, right? I use the same thing. I literally wipe down the trunk with this. But what I gotta tell you is that this alcohol wipes dry fast. So you gotta work fast, especially in Vegas right now. It's hot, and yeah, so you just gotta work fast. So now it's windy, so I'm gonna flip my car around to get a better position, right? Stay tuned for installation. Let's go. What I'm doing right now is that applying the 3M tape. Make sure you make one solid long line. Okay, take your time carefully. Make sure you put them right on the edge, right? Apply pressure as you go. Do not, once it's thick, do not lift it up. Make sure when you do this, you apply the top one first, which is the top of the hood, okay? And after you did that, you just apply pressure all the way across. In Vegas right now, it's hot, so I'm just gonna do this real quick, apply it, let the glue activate, and I'm gonna do the other side, right? So stay tuned for that. As you can see, I apply the 3M double-sided tape on both sides, like so, okay? And make sure you apply pressure from the edge all the way across, like so. And the same thing on top, which already did apply pressure earlier, but I'm doing it again anyway. Do this like 3-4 times on each side to ensure the 3M double-sided tape is actually sticking correctly there before you apply the spoiler to your car. And here's another thing. This spoiler right here, if you can see that? There's a bump here, okay? There's a bump there, but this is on the bottom side, so I'm not worried so much. This is gonna create a little bit more gapping on this side, the rest of the spoiler. Right here, there's a little bump, like a little notch, right there. While everything else is nice and smooth, right? I'm gonna flip the spoiler. Let me feel at least the upper part. I don't feel no notch as I'm doing this all the way across. So that's a good thing. You don't want to see the gapping on the upper. So at least the upper part, there's no notch. The bottom, as you can see, there's a notch. And when you do this, whatever tape touch your finger, make sure you go over lay it, which is you're gonna cut later, because you don't want it touch your hand and then messed up the sticking part, right? So I overstep it right there and there. Okay, so without further ado, let's install this bad boy. But first, I'm gonna let this sit underneath the sun. It's perfect. Vegas is weather is hot right now, so I'm gonna let it sit under the sun like about 10 minutes. Then I'm gonna go ahead, flip my car, do it the other way because it's kind of windy, right? As you can see, my car is already prepped. I actually test fit it. From here to here is 6, and another 1, 2 line from this edge to this edge, and the same from this edge to that edge. 6 point plus 2 line, right? 6 inches plus 2 line. And luckily in Vegas is warm enough, so the car was actually already baked. So this thing is like hot. I'm gonna wipe it down one more time before installation. As you can see, the spoiler on top, right there, right? So that's baking up there, because what I'm trying to achieve is that I'm trying to activate all this glue in there. Okay, that's what I'm doing to get it a little bit warmer. Instead of me using the blow dryer, I'm using my natural resource, which is Vegas sunlight. So that's heating right there. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it down some more with alcohol wipes. Give me the alcohol wipes, baby, please. Which is very easy, very helpful. See that? You can see, if you can not see when you're naked eye, see that? There's actually debris. See, dust right there. Right? All that need to be wiped down, gentlemen, girls. All right? All those need to wipe down. You open this up. Just wipe this down again. Right? Use the same thing. Make sure you wipe up the top so all this dust doesn't go to your car. Okay? So let me finish prepping. After your car completely clean, this is the last thing that you need to apply. Just remember, it is hot in Vegas, so this thing will dry quick. So as I wipe it down, apply it, I'm gonna put in the spoiler literally within a minute. All right? Stay tuned. As you can see right here, I'm peeling it very carefully. It helps if you get like a little bit nail. So you're gonna do this, which is that and that. You don't pull it all the way, right? Then you're gonna go ahead and put it up here, and do not apply pressure. You gotta make sure everything's touch fit. Oh, by the way, I put a tape right here, and I put a line. So all I gotta do, just look at this, and I know it's there matching for a reason, right? So everything is test fitted already. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, make sure everything is good, make sure everything in line with that. So right here, see that edge? Line up, look at the other edge. That line up, and this right here also line up, okay? So stay tuned. I need 2 people to do this, okay? So, oh, by the way, with this, as you go, you pull it, right? Try not to break it, because you want to apply this right away. As you pull, and make sure you apply pressure. So you're starting from this corner right here Apply pressure there. Everything's still lined up. As I apply pressures right away, it's already tight. So you want to take your time. Make sure one smooth application. Right? As you do that, you apply pressure on this side. That's already thickened up. Make sure everything's to line up. This line up, everything's lined up, right? This is perfect for me because Vegas weather is so hot. My car is so hot, like literally, like I'm warm. Excuse me, warm. That this will activate the glue without me using any blow dryer whatsoever. As you go fill out the L hole thing, right? Once you fill out the whole thing, you go ahead and put pressure now. See that? Now you put pressure, top and the bottom, right? As I can feel it, like the carbon fiber spoiler, it is warm, like hot. So that's good. It will activate the glue without me have to use my blow dryer. Now, this is where the 3M tape come in, alright? Remember, the painter glue tape will not hold strong enough, so you're gonna put a 3M tape, those 3M tape right here. I know it will leave residue of glue, whatever. Don't worry about it. You can always wipe it down after if there is residue when you peel it up, but you definitely need to put something stronger right here. Okay? Alright, YouTube. As you can see, I'm finally done installing the spoiler, the lip spoiler from TS Clay. All right, this brand right here. Right there, that's the company brand. If you want this actual product right here that I install on my 2023 Tesla Model Y long range, click on the description. It will take you directly to their Amazon store to get yourself the same exactly 3K carbon fiber wing. All right, which much cheaper compared to Tesla $900 carbon fiber spoiler, the OEM. This is look exactly like OEM in my opinion, right? You be the judge. And those will be wondering like, whoa, Jspekz, you overkilled it with the masking tape. Well, I'd rather do this than have to deal with gapping later, right? I'm sure there's gonna be gapping, but at least this way it's secure. The sun is gonna hit it. And on top of it, remember I told you that I'm gonna use the 3M tape? Yes, the reason why I'm using the 3M tape, this corner right here is always have an issue where it's coming off. Doesn't matter whether it's the OEM or the aftermarket, like the one I'm using. They always have an issue here where this is gonna be coming off. So that is the reason why I use the clear tape to hold it much better and enforce it with the rest of it with this. And the same on this corner, see? I use the same clear 3M tape. This is the more stronger to hold it. I'm gonna lift this. I read 3M double-sided tape. In order for this to fully cure, it has to take 72 hours for it to cure, depending on your weather condition. In Vegas, it's really hot, but I'm not planning to use my Tesla. As a matter of fact, like, you know, our Tesla is fast, right? I don't want to wind goes in between here, all that, jeopardizing the 3M sticking on improperly. So I'm gonna leave my car exactly 72 hours. In 72 hours, I will update you with more video. So stay tuned for the 72 hours update on my spoiler. I'm gonna show you then in detail if I have any gapping. Does it bond better? Because most of the YouTuber out there, when they install their spoiler, the longest I've seen was 48 hours, right? I'm going all the way up to 3M recommendation, which is 72 hours, the bonding process of the 3M double-sided tape. So that's what I'm gonna do, so stay tuned for that video, right? In the meantime, click the thumbs like, subscribe, you know what to do. Peace, take care, be safe, everybody.